Welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
We're back, man. Episode 343.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get right into it. The Optimus robot at Tesla Cybercab event were humans in disguise. Now, let's add some context to that. Basically, the robot was moving, by itself, but the voices and the cognitive ability of the robots were not AI. They were humans. So, yeah, that was a little misleading, but let's move forward. Tesla made sure its Optimus robots were a big part of its extravagant in-person Cybercab reveal last week. The robots mingled with the crowd, served drinks and played games with guests and danced inside a gazebo. Seemingly most surprisingly, they couldn't even talk. They could even talk, but it was mostly just a show. It's obvious when you watch the videos from the event, of course, if Optimus really was fully autonomous machine that could immediately react to verbal and visual cues while talking one-on-one to human beings in a dimly lit crowd. That would be mind-blowing, and it would be. Attendee Robert Scobie posted that he learned humans were remote assisting the robots, later clarifying that an engineer had told him the robots use AI to walk. Spotted Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jones wrote that the robots relied on teleops human intervention in note, the outlet reports. So I don't think that they, I don't think like they widely told people that like they're gonna be like remote controlling the robots as far as the voice. So I think a little people were taken back, but me, I'm very skeptical. So when I seen that the robots processing that shit in real time, I was like, I don't know about that. That sounds like a guy. One of the robots sounded kind of like a bro too. It was like, what's going on, man?
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, that's not a robot, nigga. That's Brad from Wisconsin.
That's a Brobot.
That's a bro. That's the name of the podcast. Brobot. This nigga Keith got 4 words in the podcast, and he already got a title. Yeah, we got to be careful, man, because they talk about it. They got the new robots that they're going to be rolling out, and there are already some in the black market. It's them dick sucking robots.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless with this thing.
That's crazy. I said this jokingly before, but I don't think it's the truth. I think there's going to come a time where we're fucking robots in the future.
Yeah,
I think the dating is going to be so wild that it's just going to be like a girl walking down the street with Tyrone 2.5 with the latest update. Like this Brobot that she got, it has empathy. It listens to her, and like she's gonna choose this robot.
Yeah, that would be interesting because they have movies about it, right? And they always say art imitates life. So we have movies like I, Robot, which is
what's the Ex Machina is another one in it?
Ex Machina, yeah.
Machina.
But all the movies are about warning us about trusting robots in a sense. I think that even the movie Her, I forget how Her ended. But yeah, it wasn't a happy ending to my understanding. Her was the movie with Joaquin Phoenix when he falls in love with like this robot. I think the movie ends in a way where he realizes that she's actually like talking to everybody. Like he had this intimate relationship with this like
she was
robot.
a hoe? She was a hoe?
Basically, yeah. So it was a bunch of other people like with the little earpieces in, like, hey, how was your day going? And, having all these conversations. And he like, hold on, I thought we was the only one. And she had like millions of people that she was talking to at the same time.
Damn. That's just the current landscape of dating right now.
Yeah. So, so I think that, it's going to be interesting to see like how this actually plays or if it's going to be similar to real life. But I think it's dope, but or back to what you were saying, I do see a world where people don't want to date. They've tried again with, real human beings, and then they just kind of curate a robot that will, do all the things that they want to. Like, they'll put the skins on them, the facial, expressions and everything. And I can see somebody having a romantic relationship.
I can see it. They already getting BBLs. That's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look. If in the future, if women are that frustrated with dating and they can find the right dude, they can make a robot that's 6'3", that's dark skinned with a beard. He might just walk with a little bit of AI glitch. You know what I'm saying? But they could take pictures with him and shit.
Yeah.
That'll be it, man. But it would be terrible though, man, if you got a robot to help around the house and you come back and you find out the robot's fucking your wife, man.
Dang.
And you be like, hey, Taekwon 5000, are you fucking my wife? And he's like, well, nigga, if you were doing what you were supposed to do, it would never get to this point. You be like, man, give me a bottle of water to throw on this nigga.
Your wife recently ordered the dick attachment, so I was dicking her down. Add on.
She put that robot in sports mode.
It's comedy.
It's like Jackrabbit mode.
Dang. Yeah. That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. But with any like sort of new advancements, there's always that concern of the most extreme version of what that looks like. Because what I was thinking was, like, how strong are these things, right? They're robots. I mean, you'll see like in the movie, like iRobot, like say like you get a handshake from the robot and then it's like crushing your hand or something like that, or a hug. I was thinking about certain things like that. But then I was thinking like, that's also just a movie. So I don't know if these robots are actually strong enough to withstand certain amount of pressure or whatever. But yeah, that was one thing that I was
Can you imagine if like the robot is in like sex mode and it's like giving back shots, and then all of a sudden like it just like malfunction and you got to call customer care, but it's still going?
God dang.
Okay, I'm done. Customer service, please help. Please.
Optimus, I came already.
All right, you can stop. Did you say speed it up? Oh man,
That's crazy.
that'll be it. That'll be too much. You over here, you calling Tesla customer service. He's like, can you please say your name and what's the account number? The account number is 64. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to relax, please. I can't relax.
Can you say the last 4 digits of your social? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
That's not a social, ma'am. Oh no, that'd be crazy if you start getting like a toxic robot and the customer service asks her like, what's the last 4 of your social? And she's like, oh God, and the robot's like, God cannot help you now. Oh man,
That is comedy.
a toxic robot. You gotta understand, if we keep building AI to get smarter and smarter and smarter, it's gonna end up being like vindictive and manipulative and toxic. It's gonna start mimicking the behaviors of people that are already here. See, your algorithm and everything, it knows more about you than you think. And if they can find a way to manifest that into like building robots, it's gonna be a robot that was like, don't worry about where I was last night, bitch. That's none of your business. Worry about that lace front. Don't worry about me. You're like, what the hell? I'm telling you, it's gonna be some toxic rapper robots.
Yeah, I'm a real robot nigga. Don't ask me these kind of questions.
Play with your pussy, not me, bitch. Oh man. Like Taquante 5000, can we have sex? But I'm on my period. Like, a period ain't stop nothing but a sentence.
A period is just a punctuation used in the Webster Dictionary. Started in 2000. Started in 1700.
That shit give you a whole background. Oh my goodness. Like Taquante 5000, I want to be your sex slave. Slavery officially ended in 1865 under the proclamation of... This nigga literally talk about slavery.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh man. Yeah.
But in all seriousness though, like when I seen it had me thinking like, because at a certain point, we seen in our 30 plus years of life, we've seen businesses start. We've seen businesses die. There were some businesses that started before we were born in, in our 20s and whatnot. They were, no longer. And at a certain point in our life, we thought it ended at a certain type of work.
Right.
We seen, like factory things get automated. We seen, and there's always these new inventions. We started to see self checkouts, and we seen like, oh, they're kind of getting rid of the people at the cashiers. We seen even advancements in collecting baskets. We see these little carts that they push around, and there's always something that's going to make people lose their jobs. We've seen stores close down, Circuit City and all these different things. And, with nowadays you get Amazon packages at your crib, sometimes in the same day. So I thought it was going to end at like certain things that only humans can do. But now they got robot customer service.
Yes.
Like you gonna talk to a robot for like 3 minutes before you can actually get somebody on the phone.
Oh God, the automated service is terrible though.
Yeah, it's bad. But what Elon Musk was saying during the presentation was these things are going to be able to, I have the quote right here. God dang, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Hold on. I know he said something about walking dogs. He said babysitting. He said serving drinks. Cooking and stuff. So all of these things are things that he was talking about where the robots were going to be able to do. And it's like I was saying, it's one of those things where nobody is safe, man. Like everybody, like when you start to replace the babysitter. And not to say it's safe. I'm just talking about like in an idealistic world where these robots have been vetted and they're capable of they've been through all the tests. But to replace the babysitter, to replace the bartender, which is like you would think that that's the last job to go. Somebody to serve drinks. Like how obviously you can mix drinks or whatever. They could probably create this crazy system. But to have like a robot that's doing it, and he's saying that he thinks that these robots are going to cost $20,000 to $30,000, housekeeping kind of things like, that's. And
I don't think that the creators of this type of technology have to be completely open about all the embedded things that might be in it. Like all of a sudden you try to steal a robot and it's like threat mode activated. Brrr, motherfucking machine gun come out the stomach and start killing somebody.
Right.
You never know, man. You never know.
A teacher also. That was one of the things he said. So
that's terrible.
Nobody is safe, dog. I don't even know. I think the only job that's really safe is if you're in some sort of computer science or some sort of cybersecurity. Yeah. Outside of that, like everybody is disposable.
I think that not only cybersecurity, but I think we need to learn how to troubleshoot these robots when they get out of pocket, because I feel like if you have the foresight to see what these robots can potentially do, you never want to give them free reign, because just like human beings, no one is above reproach. And just because you're a robot and I created you, it does not mean that you may not get so fucking smart that you learn how to go off the grid. Or if like banks and everybody else, we could be hacked, we could be stolen from. And I feel like with most technology, it can be infiltrated. So if they can find a way to hack 80,000 robots and turn them on the American people, that's going to be a scary day.
Right.
That's going to be a scary day. And not even, it could be a robot that's not super strong or nothing, but it can program a robot to get a knife and start chasing people around the house. Like that type of shit can happen.
Right.
Or you get a freak off bot, like a Diddy bot or something.
Dang.
That'll be bad.
Dang.
And it'd be like, I came here to party. I don't know about y'all, but I came here to party.
Yeah. It's so many fire movie concepts. I'm thinking about a concept where like the robot is on trial. You know what I mean? Like in a world like in the near, it don't even seem that far away now. Like in the near future where you see a robot like on trial for, God forbid, like murder or something like that. But their consciousness is enough to where that they can actually.
The scary part about it is the way their defense of themselves is going to be so impeccable, because they have all of the data,
knowledge,
all of the data.
Yeah, all law books and all the court systems, and they have all the
They'll be fighting the case with fucking ChatGPT.
right.
Like, according to the documents of law QWRJ, states that I had the ability to defend myself against bodily injury and harm.
Yeah.
And that's why the assailant was murdered.
But then they would argue that you don't have a body.
Yeah, they
It's
say
just like
technically, according to Elon Musk, my body is considered to be 58% titanium and 50% copper.
Yeah.
Copper is a mineral, therefore I have a body and I am free of murder.
That's crazy.
And then the court, and then all of a sudden you got a jury, and the jury's like, he's actually right. I think he's innocent.
Yeah.
Imagine. Oh, here's the worst one. How many jurors you got? Was it 6 or 12?
I think it's 6. Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be 3 robots and 3 humans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Just because it's a what do you call it? A jury of your peers. Yeah. Imagine a robot in jail.
I think it's 12. I'm tripping. I think it's 12.
Is it 12?
Yeah, because it made me. You know what I just thought
Or
about?
8? I don't know.
No,
dog.
it's 12. It's 12. I'm gonna tell you why. And shout out to E40 because he said, "I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6."
Yeah. 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 So I knew it was a rap song there's a lot of rap songs that say.
I hope y'all know what that means.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather be judged by 12 jurors than carried by 6 pallbearers. That is basically the lingo there. For those that didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shout out to E40. You know what I love about E40? I was just cracking jokes and telling you the other day. E40 is such an old school Bay Area guy that like his music is now embedded with like real life old nigga shit. Like I went to the doctor the other day. He told me to watch how you eating your food. Your digestion could be affected. You better be messing around and get your food taken out your stomach and your esophagus. What?
Yeah.
The doctor said I had high blood pressure, diabetes. I had to get it straightened out. It's like this is not even like cool rapper shit. This is just like
this
real
relatable, real life old man stuff.
Make sure you do a sleep test and make sure you ain't got sleep apnea, man.
Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm curious to see what these robots are like. I'm all for like advancements in technology. I just got to see, because it's always going to be, even with the Teslas, the ones that the brake don't work or whatever, they got to send it through troubleshooting and recalls and stuff before it actually is suitable for people to be safely, using these things. But yeah, I'm curious to see like what life looks like when he starts rolling out these things, especially because they're only going to be, he said, like $30,000, like the price of a car. So I could imagine, people really having these. And you got to think like, for me, right? If I would have to crunch the numbers, but you pay like a gardener, you pay, obviously, takes time. Some people have maids, or just the time it takes to clean up your house and stuff like that. I don't know about watching your kids. That's OD. Like you need a real human to watch your kids. But just certain things, walking the dog, certain things. I mean, people will probably feel the same way about walking their dog, but. People pay other people to walk dogs, so I can see him doing that. But yeah, just like stuff around the house, like just that type of thing. Imagine just coming home and the house is spick and span, all the clothes is folded and you ain't got to worry about nothing for 30 racks.
But imagine this though. Imagine your robot is ideal, right? Here we go. Imagine your robot's ideal. It cooks, it cleans, it does its thing, and at the end of the day, the robot is just sit there. It waits for the next day to be given prompts to do what it wants to do. But one night you go to sleep and you wake up and the robot is standing over you.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah,
that's when it's gonna be like, is everything okay? Max 5,000.
I seen they have at the schools, the high schools here, the current high school district, the CTech, which is like Career Technical Education Center or something like that. But they have the little dog robot thing.
Oh, they move kind of quick.
Yeah, and it looks like CGI. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain.
Right,
yeah,
I've seen it.
It doesn't look like a real.
Oh, I've seen
thing.
it.
Yeah, but yeah, they have them up there, and I seen them, and I was like, yo, this this is crazy. But they have over there. I wish everybody could just go over there and look to see what they got going on. They have a whole robotics lab where they're like designing, 3D printing different things. They got the little dog robot in there. They got little robots that walk around they roll around the classroom and stuff. It's like, it's a different world, and we are on the cusp of a lot of this stuff. So, I mean, obviously there's going to be, like a certain level of skepticism that comes with this, but I'm just talking about in the idealistic world, this Elon Musk is just, he just different. You know what I mean? Like, the way his brain, and I'm sure he has, Ivy League, Yale, Stanford, high level educated people that work for his company that bring like amazing ideas in that way. But the conglomerate he put together to come up with these ideas is so forward thinking. Like the cars or whatever, like the cars that they rolled out, they just kind of like, it's just adding on to the Tesla vehicles that he has. But the robots is just different.
Yeah. Let me say this. I think that we do have to realize that these robots, if they do roll out, that they're going to be a thing where they're going to be all over the place. And the reason why is because I have two comparisons, Keith, and that is televisions and drones. Back in the day when I worked at Sears, getting a 1080p TV was like $2,600, $2,100. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now you go to Walmart or Target or wherever else, they're like $350, $290. The price is down, and they're everywhere. Mm-hmm. And drones, bro, they used to cost thousands.
Right.
Thousands when they came out. You couldn't even get a drone because they were too expensive. Now you're seeing drones for $100.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, man. Once technology is out there, it's just going to be a regular thing.
Yeah. 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 This is what it's going to look like, especially when it comes to, certain dangerous jobs. Imagine there's, you have those jobs where people got to go up on those super tall towers and like change lights and, stuff like
those
that.
Those jobs
like
will be gone.
Yeah, those jobs will be taken up by robots, So, man, I don't know. That made I put some money in my little stock thing, just, about to buy some Tesla when the stock market opens. So that made me definitely want to invest in Tesla more.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be a trip, dude. It's gonna. Oh, you see the that SpaceX that freaking it just landed. It successfully landed.
Yeah, it went back into the little.
It went back into the deal. Yeah, they said that's like many years ahead of schedule.
Right.
That's wild.
And that's the dope thing about Elon. Like, he's doing it on a way crazier level. But when you work at those tech companies, your job is just to create like forward. Just super forward thinking. And like you were saying, like they're so far ahead. They're already, we're in 2024, but they're probably working on things that probably won't be released until 2030. Just different ideas, different concept, different, style cars, stuff that we, they're probably looking at Back to the Future and all these like, old sci-fi movies and thinking like, oh, we're close to this. Like, we have the capability of doing certain things that look like that, like a flying car and stuff like that. So
yeah. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson, he did a good job of explaining why the flying car will never be a thing.
What did he say?
He said that we already have flying cars because that's the way the highway system was built. The highway system was built with overlapping freeways to eliminate that whole idea. And I thought that was actually really smart. Like, it's the truth. Like, even though we don't have flying cars, the concept of a flying car already exists because of the way the highway system is. So if you're going on the 5 here, you're going on, and then you go on the 210, there's overlapping over different freeways. So the traffic is allowing that to flow. So the concept would kind of be almost as if you had flying cars, there would have to be some type of traffic anyways.
I think, I don't know if that's a great argument, in my opinion. I would say that a greater argument is like we would have to figure out, like they say necessity is a mother of invention. as of right now, transportation works.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we would like to get places faster. That's why they're inventing those, like, speed train or whatever that they're trying to put through the Central Valley.
The high-speed train. Rail.
And in terms of, like, the robot, the necessity is, you know, creating help to humans, you know, whether it's for jobs, whether it's, you know, your home, creating, you know, somebody to help you clean or walk the dog or watch the kids, whatever the case may be, drive the kids to school. That's like the necessity of it. I just don't see, I think that if somebody really put their mind to it, like Elon or Apple or whomever, to really sit down and be like, why, like, we need a flying car because, I don't know, like, traffic in LA is crazy and this flying car is going to help. But I don't think enough people care in that way. So the biggest advancement we got is just electric vehicles. And we're probably going to be stuck in that world for like half a century, I would say.
I think that another company is going to have to come along and not even reinvent, but actually double down on the technology. Because right now they have another company that has trucks out, and it's like the trucks look kind of ugly. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Which one?
It's another completely electric vehicle. Fuck, it's not called Reinvent. I can't remember what it's called. But that, let me see.
You're talking about like trucks like you drive or like
no.
consumer trucks?
It's like it's an electric truck.
Oh.
Hold on. Rivian.
Oh, you don't like those?
Nah.
I think they look cool.
Nah. And
Yeah, I like Rivians.
what's fucked up about them is if you get in any accident, they don't have panels. It's all one big piece.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like if I was to hit like the corner panel, like on the front of my truck, I could get it taken off and they could put that panel on. But with this Rivian, if you even do a ding on the back, the only way they fix it is they got to take
the whole thing off.
They got to take a one big fucking chunk of it off to fix it.
Yeah, I know somebody that had, well, I don't know them personally, but I was, I was working with like electrical, like doing social media content for an electric vehicle company. And one of the guys, I forget exactly what happened, but basically there was a certain thing that he had left. He was driving and he left it, and he was like connected to like a solar panel, and then he needed something to charge his vehicle, and his vehicle basically ran out of juice, and it was like a whole thing. But it was something that was only would happen with an electric vehicle kind of thing. But yeah, those there's always these things that are like, you know, should be super simple, but you might have to drive like 30 minutes to go get a certain thing, or you got to wait till Best Buy opens to go get like a certain cord that you need. But yeah, it's I think all of that stuff will be solved when there's more massively produced trucks and electric vehicles and stuff.
We'll see, but they got to start making better looking ones, man. I know that the objective is to be more futuristic, but some of these vehicles don't look good. The Teslas are actually, they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that Cybertruck, I'm not, it hasn't beat me. I seen one Cybertruck that was fucking cold-blooded though, bro. It was cold-blooded. It was like matte black, and it had like these different rims on them. I don't know. It looked real stealth looking.
Yeah. Some of the athletes got some cold ones.
Yeah, I've seen some cold ones, but the other ones, a majority of them just look like big dumpsters. Like I could just throw some trash in it. Yeah, or they look like they dirty. They don't look like very clean. Yeah, they got to do something. They got to start adding like a lift kit on it or something.
It's a spectacle though. Like some of them got like big rims though. I don't know if they're like stock or not. I know they're not stock, but I don't know if they're the original size wheel. But yeah, that's they're ugly, but for some reason I'm kind of drawn to them.
Yeah, you know what's, you always can tell when a Tesla's around because they got that little sound. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a. And then sometimes it like you know it's a Tesla near you because it just be like gay.
That's crazy.
Oh, like I knew it was one of those cars. There it is, right there. All right, let's switch gears. Switching gears. Bar owners raise minimum age for guests to 30 for men and 25 for women. So they raised the age. They took all the 21-year-olds and 24-year-olds and down out of there. Can't say I blame them, but I think there's a deeper look at this. So let me go ahead and read the article. Birmingham, Alabama. Owners of a bar in Alabama are changing the age of requirements for guests to enter. Mimi Williams, one of the bar's owners at the Desire Bar in Lounge, says the decision was made after hosting an alumni event last week. Everything was going smoothly until a younger crowd showed up, and then things took a different turn. At one point, they were standing in all our chairs on the patio, sneaking bottles in, and kept trying to smoke marijuana. She said, we turned it down and went straight blues. We turned it all the way down. They started walking out, but the crowd was still right outside our doors. Desire owners Williams and Mario Billingsley said a fight then broke out between a young woman and another man while the group was outside. And says, in quote, I just saw a young lady just beating on her boyfriend, Williams said. And when I tried to tell her to calm down, she just told me, I don't give a fuck, and punched me. God damn. My arm is still bruised. Look here, I don't blame this owner for wanting to make a change. If she's observed that young people don't know how to conduct themselves, I get it. And there's like literally a neurological explanation for why this happened. Your frontal lobe or your prefrontal cortex doesn't start to develop till like, I think it's after 25. So let me look that up before I say that. All right, prefrontal cortex function. Let me put age range. Okay. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and impulsive controls to develop until a person is in their mid to late 20s. It's one of the last parts of the brain to mature. So yes, there is a neurological explanation for why this happens. And yes, most young people just want to fight and fuck. And if you're an older person, you're in your 30s or late 20s, and you might more or less want to be in a different space where you're wanting to settle down and you want to, be in an environment where you can have a conducive conversation. Mm-hmm. If you're doing that and a young person walks in like, where the bitches at? It's like, that's not going to be very good. That's not a very great space to be in if you're an older guy. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't go to clubs now. Like, I'm 39. I cannot be in a place with young women shaking ass. I don't care how fine these chicks are. Mm-hmm. I will just feel like out of place, right? Imagine if a chick is 21, it's like, it's my 21st birthday, and she could be beautiful, big old booty and everything. She's twerking on me, and then while she's throwing that ass on me, I'm like, dude, this chick is old enough to be my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel out of space. Mm-hmm. And I would feel crazy after I fucked her. I would really feel crazy. Mm-hmm. I think you missed the joke there.
What'd you say?
I said I would feel crazy after I fucked her.
Because what?
Because she's 21.
I don't get it.
You just missed the joke, man. The joke was she's too young, and then I turned around with the joke stating like I would feel crazy after I smashed.
Oh.
So you missed it. The fans got it. You guys got it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really wouldn't do that.
That was a doo-doo.
Yeah, I was too young. I think when Keith when he retwists his braids, that's when he really started having problems. I feel like his cognitive ability drops 2% per braid when he starts doing that.
You just got to make fun of your jokes, man.
Yeah, Keith Biden over here. Back when I was a little boy, back in 1928.
In Scranton.
I was back in Scranton, and then we lived next to a nigger boy. He's a great friend of mine, and I still keep in touch with him. So what's the last time you talked to your neighbor? He died. God damn it, Joe Biden.
Nah, I'm all for this, like, this age. I think there was another club or bar that I heard about that was doing something similar, like, like kind of like getting rid of the younger crowd. But yeah, man, young people in drinking spaces where you're drinking, where people are inebriated and, making poor decisions, and, it's a lot of energy. I would say though, like I've seen, like, I used to bounce for a little bit, but you'll see like 30-something-year-olds that are in there trying to fight. But for the most part, once you get past a certain age, you're not fighting unless like it's life or death. You know what I mean? Like, unless somebody trying to like, do some harm to you. But for the most part, like that whole like toxic energy, like a lot of that stuff, you just kind of like get rid of by the time you start to hit your 30s. So yeah, I'm all for it, man. Like, you know, this space, I'm sure like the people of that age will be more glad or more likely to go in there anyways. And I'm sure that whole energy will shift because like she was saying, and that probably was just one experience, but they probably had been experiencing that for a while.
Yeah.
Like, and I know like when you're a bar owner, a lot of it is predicated on trying not to have any sort of violence happen. You know, rule number 1, don't have no underage people in there drinking.
Absolutely.
Rule number 2, no fights in here. We don't want nobody getting fighting. We don't want nobody getting shot. We don't want nobody going back to their car and bringing guns and wild stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Step 1, you're bouncing on me. Step 2. I forgot how it went, but I was trying to just bash what you said with just some random Pretty Ricky music.
I thought you was going to do Brian McKnight.
What's that? Oh, 1, it's like a dream come true. 2,
just want to be with you.
Niggas been singing for a long. Niggas been counting for a long time.
Niggas been counting for a while.
Yeah, man. How many songs have they counted? We just named 2: Pretty Ricky, Brian McKnight, and Jaquan. 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. God damn.
Everybody drunk out on the dance floor.
Yeah, a lot of hip hop in the 90s did a lot of counting too.
Yeah.
Because back it'd be like, especially in the 90s, like, mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
Mic check 1 2. What is this?
Yeah.
Like, okay, this nigga's counting.
Yeah. There's some more out there I can't think of none right now.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Yeah.
People just fucking counting. Yeah. What's the oh my god.
Oh, you think about Jackson 5? A B C.
Yeah.
1 2 3. It's you and me, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have put that in the freaking school syllabus.
Right.
A B C. 1 2 3.
All right, listen up, dumbass kids. Michael Jackson is going to teach you how to count.
You know what fucked me up with the alphabets at the end when you know they teach you how to the way you learn your ABC. Yeah, they teach you how to sing your ABCs. A B C D E F G, and then once you get to the end, it's like H I J K L M N O P, right?
Yeah.
And then the thing about it is, you get lost in that little space because you be like L M N O P.
The LMNOP be getting niggas.
Yeah.
Like early, like young kids, because it's just all mushed together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LMNOP be fucking you up. It come time to do that little test. They be like, what's after this? And they be like, LMNOP. No, Brian, you're going to have to take that over.
All right, what comes after K? LMNOP.
HIJK LMNOP. And then at the very end, QRS, TUV, WX, Y, and Z.
Yeah, that Y and Z be tripping niggas up too.
Yeah. They I think they got to come out with a new song, bro. They got to come out with a new song.
There was a shout out to Kristen. He's like a gospel, he's a music director and stuff like that. And he was like, his whole family is like, you know, very musically talented. And in high school, when we would have our rallies, like we would have like, you know, like our pep rallies and stuff for football, varsity football team and stuff like that. But he would go out there and he would like sing sometimes. And one time or a couple times, he just sang the alphabet. And he had like this sultry, like, you know, like sexy voice and whatnot. And he would just be like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And the girls be like, oh my God. I mean, like, what the heck? This nigga singing the alphabet.
That nigga activated the robot. Like, God damn, that's robot supposed to help people. Oh, man, that's wild, yo.
Yeah, shout out to Christy.
Yeah, but yeah, there is validity to the age thing. I think that even just as a regular single adult, I think that let's say you're a woman and you're 43 years old and you meet and she meets a dude that's like 26. Mm-hmm. No, let's say she meets a dude that's 25. You know, there's not a relationship coming out of that.
Yeah,
she has to know that.
Yeah,
like the age gap is so significant,
right?
Y'all might get y'all fuck on. That's all you're gonna get out of that.
The only thing that I would say about this club, I think they should probably raise the age of the women a little bit too.
No, they don't. No, not really, because that's the way it works out. Like women tend to gravitate to older men. That's just how it works. Like even me at 39, there's chicks that's 23, 24 that, you know, that would date me. That's just, I don't know why it's like that, but
I'm saying like, I feel like when you hit that 30-year-old threshold, like your gap kind of widens a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you like, say you like, if you like 39, I don't know, 25 is like a little bit young. Yeah. But I think if you like, even if you like 40 something, 25 is a little young. But if you 40 something and your girl's like at least 30, I think it makes a little more
25
sense.
is not too young when you both know what that situation is. When you both know you're just having fun.
Yeah.
Then you're good. But for seriously dating, I would like, preferably I like a woman that's around 31 and up right now. At least 31 and up, because I just need to be a little more established in herself, meaning like I don't want a woman that's like a year out of her, you know, possibly in a hoe phase. I don't want that.
20s, like you just still trying to figure your life out.
You're still trying to figure your life out. So I would say 31 and up, man. The closer to my age wouldn't be a bad thing, actually. It wouldn't be bad at all, actually. Yeah, but I have a very wide dating range. I could date a woman all the way up to like late 40s, all the way down to like 23, 24.
You would seriously date a 23?
No.
Oh, you mean like just like...
Yeah, if we just chilling. But
like
seriously dating,
quote unquote date.
Seriously dating, you can't be too old. I would say not older than me. If a woman is older than me, no more than 2 years. So she can't be older than like 40.
You would mess with no one that's like 45?
No, not seriously. Not seriously.
Yeah,
not like I don't want to keep her. My back hurts.
Nah, there's some 45-year-olds out there. That'll be smooth.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, it just seems like just walking around, freaking knees popping all day. I say no older than like 41, preferably younger. I like a woman that's preferably younger than me. You know,
why is that?
Yeah, just because I don't know. I think also too, you know, I don't know if you know we might be in a situation where we want kids. Right. So. Yeah. If that's the case, then a woman that's 31 and up, you know, 35, 34, they could, you know, make a decision. We have more room for wanting to have children, too.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah, so.
No, that's cool.
But if you like 47, it's just like, damn, at this point, that's kind of like.
Yeah, you pushing it.
Yeah. And trust me, there are women that can have, there are women that still got very powerful uteruses, nigga. They can have a kid at 46. I've seen it.
Yeah, it was some celebrity had a kid.
The Brat.
The Brat, how old is she?
She was like 48, 47, 48 when she had her kid.
God dang.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah,
that's like, the Brat had a granddaughter.
She had a grandbaby. So funkified. So. Oh, man. That's crazy, yo. Yo, that, man... That's crazy. That stud uterus is different. God damn. Thing about the Brat, though, the Brat is one of those girls, I guess she could be labeled a stud. But the thing about her, bro, she ain't never been ugly. She always been cute.
Yeah.
So that's like, you kind of conflicted as a man, because obviously it's a woman, right?
Yeah.
But it's...
Her sexuality was hidden for so long, though. Like we didn't really know.
It was hidden, but she was really like into guys, though. She was dating, She was messing with Allen Iverson and whatnot. Yeah. And she had some videos she was in where she was in a bikini, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, I always assumed that she was like she liked girls, but for a long time, like it was always centered, like, you know, even music and certain things like that. It was always talking about like her in a heterosexual way. She was always just kind of like a tomboy.
She probably just bi.
Probably so.
Yeah, but she probably too aggressive in the bedroom. She's like, nigga, what, we gonna fuck or what, nigga? What's up? You're like, what? Like, what's up, rolling 60s, nigga? You're like, hey, man, don't be gangbanging on me in this fucking bedroom. This is crazy.
You better beat that pussy up on a dead homie.
You better get up in there on the section, nigga. Oh, dang. Man, Imagine nigga hitting from the back. You beating up that pussy like you trying to put me on. Trying to put me on the set. Oh man. Oh man. Like you scared, nigga? Come run this fade then. Oh man. I think that'd be the most wildest thing. If you run into like a chola from East LA, or you run into like a girl that's like a Crip or a Blood, that'd be a crazy relationship.
Yeah. That's funny.
That'd be crazy, bro. Back in the day, one of my cousins used to date like this chola back in high school. She was like straight up like a straight up chola. And she was like in love with my cousin.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You gonna let me walk you to school or what?" And
Nah.
I remember, I swear to God, bro, it was the most wildest stuff. And my cousin was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like nonchalant, she's like, and she would like get into it. Other girls like, "You better not be looking at him or nothing, bitch. I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you."
Like the whole like Sharpie eyebrows.
Bro, she was straight chola.
Like
Straight chola. She was cute though.
Yeah.
But she was like a straight gangster.
You know what's crazy? I don't really see too many of those anymore.
Nah.
I think that, I mean, I'm sure they're still out there, but just in terms of me being at schools and stuff like that, I don't really see women carrying themselves in that way. I see like, obviously like Hispanic that, that's like to the core, like their culture, but not like back when we was in school.
That's like a subculture of their culture. It's no different than like black people that's like hood.
Yeah. But I mean, it's black people that hood. I don't know. Maybe if I was, working at different areas. But yeah, the school that I work at is it's predominantly Hispanic, and I don't really see any of those. I probably see like a few. There's like a couple that kind of like got that thick accent and stuff, and you see
you gotta be on the east side, homie. You gotta be on the east side. Yeah, you over on the east side. That's when you start seeing more.
That's where they at.
Yeah, you start seeing more of the like, "Hey, what's up, homie? What's up, dog?" Like getting pressed. Like, what you doing around here, homie?
Yeah,
what are you doing around here? That's when it's like once you get on that every east side of every city is the worst city. The worst part of the town. And every Martin Luther King Boulevard is a bad neighborhood, bro. I don't know why the fuck.
Yeah.
I bet you Martin Luther King would be so mad.
Yeah.
Why y'all putting all these crazy niggas in my neighborhood? Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Martin Luther King, man.
Yeah.
We talked about him in a while. I wonder what he would say about the current landscape of the world.
Man.
Elon Musk trying to put these goddamn robots to take our jobs.
Back in my day, white women wasn't this thick. They getting BBLs and all type of things.
They got white girl robots with big asses. What's going on? Why haven't I gotten one of these robots for myself? There's too much hate and division in this world. Everybody should get their own freak off bot and just stay in harmony for the rest of their lives.
That is crazy.
If P. Diddy had a freak off bot, he would never be in trouble.
That's all he needed, huh?
That's all he needed. But them robots, he would need extended warranty. All that goddamn oil on the the robots.
They would be malfunctioning.
They're like, that's enough oil, nigga. Goddamn.
Would Martin Luther King, if he was alive in 2000, whatever, would he go to the Diddy party?
That'd be crazy.
I don't know.
Like, I heard what goes on behind them doors, and I'm here to let you know I want every piece of it. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
Oh, dang.
If it ain't white, it ain't right. Yeah, shout out to Martin Luther King, man. Martin Luther King, everybody get these jokes, man. We all know what he stood for and how great of a man he was, but no one is above reproach.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. Let's go ahead and move on here. There's nothing more productive we have for that conversation.
Yeah.
Switching gears. We can wrap it up with this one. Road rage. Shooting on I-5 in Los Angeles leaves 1 dead, 1 injured.
God dang.
It's crazy, man. This is why whenever you have a conflict in traffic, it is better to just let these people go on about their day. Because, dog, some of these motherfuckers have chosen, like they don't have nothing to live for, man. They're like, hey, fuck it. If I'm going to take my own life, I might as well take you with me. But let me read this this article here. A deadly road rage incident on the I-5 freeway in Los Angeles ended in gunfire Thursday afternoon. The occupants of a Dodge Durango opened fire on a gold Cadillac, killing the passenger and critically injuring the driver, who is now in surgery. The suspects fled the scene and remain at large.
God dang.
Yeah, man. And first of all, I don't know how y'all exited the scene, nigga, with the traffic like that.
They gonna catch him though.
They're gonna catch him. Yeah. The thing that's sick.
He gonna get a hefty sentence too.
Oh, the dude that opened up the door and started firing at him, he just was like, ka 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 ka. So it's not his first time killing somebody for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Eddie.
And that's more reason to shut your fucking mouth when people do crazy things. Trust me, I know. I deal with it every day when I go to work as a truck driver. I see the most craziest shit that people do in traffic, and it with everything in my being, it's hard for me not to blow the air horn at people. But I've been having a lot of restraint over the years, and I've mentioned on the podcast that I've gotten like 33% better, but now it's gotten up to about 48%.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, my boy getting up there.
Yeah, man, and I'm my math is getting better. But look, I've been watching people do insane things, and once you pay attention to what people do, you can assess what this person's about. There was a dude that got on I was on the 10. I was headed back home, and this dude got on the ramp. And he kept squeezing into my lane to where he was right by my fucking tires. Mind you, I'm loaded with 8,000 gallons of gas. And this motherfucker is right by my tire. Mm-hmm. And it just took everything. I finally blew the air horn to save his life. And then he slowed down and backed up. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking like, dude, the way this guy's driving, he's a bad person. Whenever you see somebody swerving in and out of traffic around cars, that's a bad person. You never want to engage people like that.
Right.
Man, the person that you flipped off, he probably got bodies in his fucking basement, bro.
Yeah.
He probably it's probably a girl that's been in the news that's like 16 that's been missing for 3 months. And he's the motherfucker with her in the basement, dude. This is why you like when you have a problem with someone in traffic, let them go. You will never see them again. You only have about a 6 to 7 second interaction. Let them go about their day, and you get to go home, because the person that you flip off or the person you say fuck you bitch, you're not entitled to a certain reaction because you're mad at them. Right. You might flip them off, but they're like, oh no, I'm gonna kill you tonight
for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna follow you till I find out where you live, and I'm gonna go back and blow your head off.
Yeah, I think the only time I ever am like using my horn and like, you know, stuff like that in traffic is more of like to get your attention. Right. Like, hey, you swerving in my lane. But it ain't like, man. Yeah. Like, it ain't like, you know, flipping you off and all this other stuff, because it's just not that serious. And one of the things that I had this thought years ago. I was in Walmart, I think. And I was like, dog, there are probably people that's standing behind me in line looking for T-shirts, looking for shorts, looking for a TV, a flat screen or something like that got bodies on them. You know what I mean? That have murdered somebody, and they just walking around Walmart like it's normal. Like that body that we seen on the news, that they need more information, or they're telling people to call in to this, you know, 1-800 number, or call this police officer hotline or whatever, is the person that did that might be right behind you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so kind of going to this situation and, you know, dealing with road rage, is you just got to be mindful that it's not that serious. You know what I mean? Like, no matter if they almost kill you, like, you know, if they swerve all over it, whatever, it's just like, it's you alive still. It's not that serious. And I say that because, one, there's a rapper, you know, from Bakersfield, and I don't want to say his name, but he's in prison now. But he was in an incident like that where it was like, I don't know what happened, but he was shooting at I think it was a dad and his daughter in a car because of some road rage, you know, type situation. And then also, you know, one of my cousins, you know, there's a huge trial going on in Bakersfield. And if you hear the way that this guy that's being accused of murder, if you hear the way that he talks, like, so they tapped his phone, right? So they tapped his phone and he's talking to like some female, and he's like a known, you know, gang member and stuff like that, who's shot multiple people. And so there's two sides to it, right? So one side to it is that he shot up the car that my little cousin was in because he was at the mall. It was a verbal altercation, and he felt like he got punked. So what he did was leave the mall, and he wanted to go shoot anybody from the east side.
Crazy.
Like that, as little as that. Like that's his motivation, right? And then secondly, he talking to this female on the phone, but he talking to her in a way where it's like, nah, I'm not really, I used to gang bang and stuff like that, but I don't really do that no more. And she like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, that's what's up. So she kind of asking him about his gang affiliation, but he kind of like brushing it off like he don't really like do nothing like that no more. And then one of the things he said was like, and I wish I knew the exact quote, but he said something like I basically like I be shooting too many niggas and it's like it'll start catching up to you if you don't really be careful. Like I was like, dog, like these are the type of people that's in traffic. So that's why you can't just be out here like flipping people off, because these are the type of niggas that'll just shoot somebody because, and like you were saying, they're comfortable with like murder and they know they can't get away. There's some people that get away, but they can kind of like low key, they know certain things, how to tuck the gun off, how to switch cars, how to, maneuver and stuff like that. How to, they might, completely dismantle the car, leave it on the side of the road.
You'll be dead over some trivial shit, man.
Right.
Just don't waste your time.
It's not even worth it for sure.
I remember I was going on Riverside Boulevard. I was over in Riverside, and I was just going straight to make a left, and a dude just jumped in the lane literally right in front of me, and I hit my air horn. And then he hit his brakes. He's like, "What's up then, nigga? What's up? What's up, nigga? What's up?" And I'm just like, "What?" I just put my hands up like, man, I said, just go ahead and go. You got it. I just gave him a thumbs up. You got it, bro. Go. Right? And there's another black dude. Like, bro, first of all, I'm not even trying to bring the race into the equation, but why are you being so hostile towards another black man? When you wronged him, you jumped in front of me, and now you getting all loud for no reason. It's like, nigga, don't be so sure you can whoop my ass. Just get in your car and get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was another scenario I seen. Happened to be another black dude, a truck driver this time, bro. I swear, I think I told you this. I was in LA, and I was about to be at the 14 split and the 5 split right there. And it was a dude that was driving kind of fast. He was in the passing lane. I was in the slow lane. And I had to go around a truck that was in the slow lane because he was going under 55 miles an hour, and I was loaded. And I went around him, and then once I got past that truck, I got back over to let that other guy behind me go by. But once he goes by, he blow his air horn at me and put his hands up like, "What's up, nigga? Pull over. Pull over." Swear to God, bro. He was trying to fight me, and I was confused. I was like, huh? And he was like, "What's up, nigga? Pull up, pull over, pull over, pull over." And I'm like, this dude is a fucking nut job, and he's in a truck. Like, these people are dealing with something so fucking insidious that you don't need to engage these people, man.
Yeah.
Let them go.
They just don't have a conscience.
Yeah, they don't have a conscience at all.
They just like, murdering somebody to them is like, it's just another day.
It's another day. They're just ready to do it.
Yeah.
And like, what's crazy, here's the scariest part about it. There is somebody right now that murdered people. They probably murdered like 20 people in 1994. And they just at a coffee shop eating donuts. Yeah, they ain't
especially like these gang members out here.
Oh yeah,
like, and you know how we hear it in the music, and I can only speak from my town, but it's like known like shooters out here that's just like walking amongst us, and it's just normal. Like they shoot somebody. They do whatever they got to do to get rid of the situation. Sometimes they get caught. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they get caught and released because it's not enough evidence to pin them down. And like, it's so many cold cases. I looked at this the Bakersfield website. It's like 6, 7, 8 cold cases of like people being murdered. Like, innocent people being murdered. Known people being murdered, and they. There's the shooter is still walking amongst us.
Yeah, I think that it's really cowardice. I think that if you ever are in a scenario where somebody is a shooter and that you're their target and they like talking shit, they acting crazy, and you just say, "Hey man, you got it, man. Go ahead." And they still push an envelope and they still push an envelope and they won't leave you alone. You need to beat them almost till their life is gone and call the police. And say it's self-defense. This is the known gang member who is a shooter. I feared for my life, and he is on the ground. Because the thing about it, bro, I remember in specific, this is when we first moved to Bakersfield, so this is like 93, 94. And me and my dad went into this little meat market over there on the east side to get some food. And I forgot what it's called, but we went up in there, and it was on the east side. And my dad accidentally bumped into this youngster. And he said, sorry about that, brother. Sorry about that, young man. Or he didn't call him young man. He said, sorry about that. And the young man was like, yeah, that's right. You a sorry motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Right? And I'm with my dad, and we look at each other like confused. And when the young dude turned around, he probably was maybe 17. He had a pistol in his back pocket. Mm-hmm. And then me and my dad just got in the car and drove off. Mm-hmm. This is crazy, man.
That in 94?
That was in 94, bro.
God damn.
Yeah. Young dude, too, had his pants sagging. Mm-hmm. And when he turned around, you see the pistol just hanging out his back pocket. Mm-hmm. And like he was ready to shoot. Think about this. Think about this, folks. He was ready to shoot my dad in front of me.
Yeah, in the store.
In the store. That nigga was probably mad that I had a dad. He didn't have a dad.
Ain't no telling what.
Nigga, you got your nerve being in the store with your son, bitch ass nigga? Huh? Yeah. You want to be a black dad? Is that what you trying to be? Huh? You trying to be a positive role model in your son's life, you bitch ass nigga? You trying to die in here? It's crazy, bro. I'm just like, nah, Yeah. Also, oh God, here's the biggest one. If you have a girlfriend or a wife, you gotta really drive the message home that you need to learn to control your mouth, and you need to learn to control your anger. And I don't care how offended women get by me saying this, you can get your husband into some shit if you don't calm down. Because sometimes women are like, what are you doing, you asshole? What are you doing? And it's like, now the dude's following us because you wouldn't shut the fuck up. Yeah. Now you're putting us both in danger. Yeah. You got to learn to not put my life at risk, because as a man, I take it serious. I don't want to be in a scenario when I'm with my girl and I'm arguing with this dude over there. No, I don't want to put her life in danger. Ladies, you still need to protect us. Be calm. Do not overreact. There was a video I seen this girl, right? He asked this girl the question. He said, if a group of dudes walked up and they walked by you and they called you a bitch, what do you expect your man to do? Fuck them up. He should fuck all three of them up. And he was like, who do you think your boyfriend is? You think he's Bruce Lee or something? So the way she answered that question was literally like putting him in harm's way. Mm-hmm. At that moment, once the dude's like, what's up, bitch, or whatever, right? Like, the thing about it is, as a man, you don't want nobody disrespecting your lady. But if you see three grown-ass niggas that's doing that, I'll be like, all right, man. All right, dog. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all have a good one. Mm-hmm. You got to play it smart. Mm-hmm. Like, if your girl would be mad at you for not fighting three dudes, that's not your girl anyway. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not about to risk my life with three dudes, and all I got to do is just walk away and protect my lady. Because here's the thing. Once they start beating me up, now my girl is at risk. Because if I can't fight all three of these dudes and I can't handle all three of them, now I'm getting beat up, I'm getting stomped out, and she's standing there like, no, stop beating up my boyfriend, stop. Shut up, bitch. Bam. Now she on the ground now. You know what I'm saying? You can't, no, don't do that. Yeah. Don't. Folks, we just have to think a little deeper when it comes to protecting ourselves. Because the scenario of you being shot is a real thing. The scenario of you being followed home is a real thing. Mm-hmm. Also, ladies, protect yourself from some of these dudes that y'all might be dating. Some of these dudes can be dangerous. Don't give them too much information about yourself right off the bat. Don't bring them to your house right off the bat. Get to know these dudes, because it's some women that say, like, yeah, my ex is a stalker. Yeah. And I'm thinking, like...
But that's the thing, like, you know, kind of in that scenario I was telling you earlier, it's women out here that's really, like, believing anything niggas saying. Right. Niggas saying, like, he just got done shooting somebody, and you and, you know, both of y'all talking to each other on the phone, like, or his life is in danger, and y'all, like, chopping it up, you know, about whatever. So, yeah, you gotta really, you know, because the thing about that, you know, when you're dealing with a certain type of individual, it only takes a certain amount of time for either their lies start catching up to them, or you start seeing who they really are.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You're hanging out and women be like, I'm sorry, I just like the bad boys. Okay, keep liking that bad boy. You're going to get your head blown the fuck off. Keep playing around. A lot of these dudes got demons following them around. They doing wrong by a lot of people. They stealing from people. They robbing people at gunpoint. But keep dating them game bangers. Keep doing it.
Yeah. And niggas be doing skits in your car.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can I borrow your car? Niggas doing drive-bys in your
Yeah.
car and then taking it back to you. You got to take your kids to school in
Absolutely.
that same vehicle.
Same car. They got your license plate and everything.
Yeah.
You know, you might be at work going to lunch to Carl's Jr. and all of a sudden you done got shot 50 times because the nigga you was dating got you in a problem. Like, y'all got to stop that. That you have to pay attention to the demons attached to the people you around. Because here's the thing. If I'm on a date and the girl tells me, like, my ex is like a stalker, like, he just won't leave me alone, I will never talk to that girl again. Because you are openly putting my life in danger.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want pussy that bad. No. You're not about to get me in no shit. Here's another one, too. You fellas, we got to watch this one. You got to be careful and make sure that a woman's not using you to make her boyfriend jealous. Because that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
There are some women out there that they simply are not trying to actively date. They just want to like make their boyfriend jealous with a new dude. And now all of a sudden you got stabbed 20 times because this girl wanted to make her man jealous. And now you just trying to get laid. Now you done got stabbed 20 times. That this shit really happens, man. Protect yourself. Ladies, gentlemen, protect yourself, whether it's in traffic, whether it's in your day-to-day life, and do your due diligence to make that shit a real thing, please.
Yes, man. Yes, sir.
Wow. Ain't nobody trans on here. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, shout out to the thems and the theys and the he's and the she's and everyone else. We appreciate all you guys that take the time to listen to these satirical takes, okay? If you've made it to the end of this episode, we genuinely appreciate you. Thank you for listening to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
We're out of here.
Peace.